Hello, welcome to my videos and my blog. In this time, I'm going to talk about what happened today on FIFA Club World Cup 2025, Day 6. Well, today started the fixture number 2 with the games in the Group A and in the Group B. Sorry, where this time we have two surprise. Where in the Group E is all defined. Where in the first game, Palmeiras didn't have any problem with defeated 2-0 Al-Ahly, and with this result, Palmeiras qualified to the next round, and Al-Ahly was eliminated. And in the second game of the group, Inter Miami did a surprise, defeated 2-1 Porto, and with this victory, Inter no sorry, but Palmeiras is not qualified yet, but it has a lot of possibilities to qualify. And in this game, sorry about the Inter Miami, they did a surprise, defeated 2-1 Porto, and now the Inter Miami control is destiny, and they have a lot of probabilities to qualify. And Porto is almost eliminated. And in the games of the Group B, in the first game, the Atlético Madrid didn't have any problem, defeated 3-1 Seattle Sounders, and with this victory, Atlético Madrid qualified to the won its first 3 points of the tournament, and the Seattle Sounders are eliminated. And in the second game of the day, in the best game of the day, and in a surprise, the Botafogo defeated the PSG 1-0, and with this victory, the Botafogo is almost qualified to the next round. So let's talk about a little more about this game. Let's start with the games of the Group A. Let's start with the Palmeiras 2, Al-Ahly 0. Remember that in the first game, the Palmeiras tie against the Porto 0-0, and they have one point, and Al-Ahly tie with Inter Miami 0-0 in the first game of the tournament. So it was almost to win for any team. About this game, I think that the Palmeiras was a little, well, the game was very close, to be honest. I think that the fair result should have been a fight, because Al-Ahly didn't play a very bad football. What happened is that the Palmeiras had two goal opportunities, and they scored the two goals. In the first half, the game was very close, and the game was tied 0-0. This game was very close, but the big difference is that in the lapse of 10 minutes, the Palmeiras had two goal opportunities, and this was the difference. In the beginning of the second half, in a free kick, Wasap Bo Ali scored a goal, an own goal, and the Palmeiras were leading the game. Even that they hadn't shoot on goal until that moment, and 10 minutes later, in a counter attack, in a great play, Jose Manuel Lopez put the 2-0, and in the moment the game was over. After that, the game was suspended 30 minutes because the weather problem. And after that, the game returned. Al-Ahly was affected for this. Didn't happen in the last 30 minutes, and in the end, Palmeiras had an easy game, and they won the game 2-0. With this victory, the Palmeiras are almost in the next round, because they have 4 points, and Al-Ahly are practically eliminated because they need to win his last game against the Porto, and wait that the Palmeiras and Inter Miami don't tie in the last game. And in the second game of the group, Inter Milan defeated 2-1 the Porto. About this game, how I told you, Inter and Porto tied their games respectively in the fixture number 1, and for that reason, each team had 1 point. So the favorite was the Porto, because the Porto are an European team, and the Inter Miami was the underdog because they are an MLS team. About this game, it was a very funny game, but I think that in the end, the Inter Miami was the best team. Porto played better in the first half, but Inter Miami played better in the second half. Porto started to win in the game, where in the minute 8, Samu Agehova scored a goal from the penalty, and Porto were leading the game 1-0. I think that the minimum, the Porto should have been leading in the half time by minimum another goal difference, but they couldn't score. And in the second half, I think that the Inter Miami was the best team, and for that reason they won the game. The game was defined in 7 minutes, because in the lapse of 7 minutes in the beginning of the second half, Inter Miami scored 2 goals. The first goal by Telesco Segovia, it was a golazo. 7 minutes later, Lionel Messi scored his first goal in this tournament, a golazo from outside the area. But I think that the Porto's goalkeeper was his error, because in this free kick, the goal was in the goalkeeper area. In the end, the Inter Miami could hold the result, and in the end, Inter Miami won the game 2-1. With this victory, the Inter Miami stay in the second place in the group with 4 points, and now they control its destiny. And Porto fell to the third place with only 1 point. Now the games in the fixture number 3 will be Palmeiras against the Inter Miami and Al-Ahly against the Porto. So Palmeiras and Inter Miami can tie their game in their game, and both teams are going to qualify automatically. And Al-Ahly and Porto, any of these two teams, need to win each game, and they will need to wait that the Palmeiras and Inter Miami don't tie his game to qualify to the next round. So it looks that the most probably Palmeiras and Inter Miami are going to qualify to the next round. And also Inter Miami did history, because for first time a CONCACAF team defeated a European team in a FIFA official game. So this is a surprise and something historic. And also Martin Anselmi, the Porto's head coach, it looks like that he's not doing a very great job, because if we compare what he achieved with the Cruz Azul, when remember that the last year he didn't achieve a great team, because he didn't win any trophy, but he led the team to one final and one semi-final. But unfortunately he left the team in a very bad way in the beginning of the tournament, and now it looks like that this is a karma. And in the game of the Group B, in the first game of the Group B, Atletico Madrid defeated 3-1 the Seattle Sounders. Remember that in the first game, Atletico Madrid lost and was humiliated by the PSG, the reigning champion team of the UEFA Champions League, and they lost 0-4. And the Seattle Sounders play a very good game in the first game, but unfortunately they lost 1-2 against the Botafogo. So this was a must game for both teams, because any team that will have that lost this game will be eliminated. So about this game, Atleti had an easy game, I'm not going to lie. They should have won this game by minimum another 2-goal difference, but they relaxed a lot, and for that reason, Atletico Madrid only win this game by 2-goal difference. Atletico Madrid started to win the game since the beginning of the game, where Pablo Barrios Rivas scored a golazo in the minute 11. Atletico Madrid was leading the game 1-0. After that, they relaxed a lot. They let the Sounders attacking a little more, because Athletic decided to defend and counter-attack. In the halftime, they were leading the game 1-0. And in the second half, in a lapse of 10 minutes, or 8 minutes, were scored 3 goals. In the minute 47, Axel Wilset scored the second goal from the Atletico Madrid, and I thought in the moment the game was over. 3 minutes later, Albert Rusnak scored the Seattle Sounders' first goal, and they put emotion to the game. But 5 minutes later, Pablo Barrios scored his second goal of the game, and the third goal from Atletico Madrid, and in that moment the game was over. After that, Atletico Madrid managed the game, and Atleti had more goal options, but he couldn't score. In the end, Atletico Madrid won the game and got the first 3 points of the tournament. With this victory, Atletico Madrid are in the third place with 3 points, and they need to win the last game in the third game, where they will play against Botafogo to qualify to the next round. It looks very difficult, and the Seattle Sounders, with the back-to-back losses, they are officially eliminated. And in the second game of the group, and the last game of the day, in a tremendous game, the Botafogo did surprise and defeated 1-0 the PSG. Remember that in the first game, PSG didn't have any problem and defeated and humiliated the Athletic 4-0. Botafogo battled more than the PSG, but in the end they got the victory and defeated 2-1 the Seattle Sounders. So a victory for any team. This will represent the qualification to the next round. So this was a tremendous game, because it was a game between the UEFA Champions League champion the PSG against the Copa Libertadores champion Botafogo. So before this game, I predicted that the PSG was going to win this game by 1 or 2 goal difference because they were the best team. But in the end, the Botafogo played a very smart game because they understood that they couldn't compete hand to hand against the PSG, so they decided to defend and counter attack. They did a very smart game because they won this game by only 1 goal difference. The only goal was by Igor Jesus Maciel de Cruz in the minute 36, and that was enough to win this game because the Botafogo shoot 4 times and the 4 times were on target, on goal, and that was enough to win this game. They didn't play a very beautiful game, but they played a very smart game, and this was a surprise because I thought that after the great performance from the PSG in the first game against Atletico, I think that the PSG were going to win this game easily, but the Botafogo played a very smart game and they got the victory. With this victory, Botafogo won his back-to-back game. Now they have a 6th game and they are practically qualified to the next round, and the PSG fell to the second place with 3 points, and now everything is open because now Botafogo will play the last fixture against Atléti, and Botafogo Botafogo is almost eliminated. The only way that the Botafogo can be eliminated is that they lost against the Atleti by more than 3 goal difference of 4, and the PSG won its game. And the PSG will play against the Sounders, where the PSG is going to win that game and they're going to be to qualify. But now the most probably the Botafogo is going to finish in the first place and PSG is going to finish in the second place, and this will move a lot in the knockout round. So what's next? Tomorrow we'll have another 4 games. The games of tomorrow will be the games of the Group C and the Group D. In the games of the Group C will be Benfica against the Auckland City. This game will be played in the Inter and Co Stadium in Orlando, Florida. This game will be played at 12 o'clock Eastern Time. Remember, in the first game, Benfica couldn't defeat the Boca Juniors, and they tied 2-2. And Auckland City lost 0-10 against the Bayern Munich. They were humiliated and they are eliminated. So I think that the Benfica won't have any problem. They will win this game by more than 3 goal difference, and they will get its first victory of the tournament. In the second game of the group, the Bayern Munich will play against the Boca Juniors. This game will be played at the Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida, and 21 o'clock Eastern Time. This is the best game of the day, where remember that the Bayern Munich defeated and humiliated the Auckland City in the first game 10-0. Boca Juniors tie. They wasted a lead. They were leading 2-0 and they lost against the Benfica. And they tied against Benfica 2-2. So I think that the Bayers are a better team than the Boca Juniors because the Bayern are the elite team in the Europe alongside the PSG, Real Madrid, and Man City. So I think that the Bayern won't have any problem. They will win this game by 2 or 3 goal difference, and Bayern will qualify to the next round. And in the game of the Group D, in the first game, in a tremendous game, in the second best game of the day, Flamengo will play against the Chelsea. This game will be played on the financial field of Philadelphia Stadium, on Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. This game will be played for 14 o'clock Eastern Time. About this, yes, 14 o'clock Eastern Time. Remember that in the first game, the Flamengo defeated 2-0 the ES Tunis, and Chelsea did the same against the LAFC. So both teams won their game respectively, and a victory for any teams will make that team is going to qualify to the knockout round. So I think that I didn't see that the Chelsea played a very great game in the first game against LAFC because I think that they relax a lot. So I think it will be a very complicated game for the Chelsea. I know that the Chelsea are the favorite, but I'm going to dare in this prediction, and I think that this game is going to finish in a tie, 1-1 or 2-2. And in the last game of the Group D, the LAFC will play against the ES Tunis. This game will be played on the Geodis Park Stadium in Nashville, Tennessee. No, 18 o'clock Eastern time. Remember that both teams lost their game respectively, 0-2. And both teams need to win this game. If not, they're going to be eliminated. So I think that because the LAFC will play in home or in USA, I think that the LAFC will win this game by 1 or 2 goal difference, and they will get the first 3 points of the tournament. So I hope you like this video, and if you have any comment suggestion, you can write me in any social media platform. So see you next video. Jibran.